Palestinian militants are firing more missiles at Israel this morning in retaliation for ongoing heavy airstrikes from the Israeli military. Overnight, Israeli airstrikes killed another Islamic Jihad militant commander in the Gaza Strip. At least 25 Palestinians have died in the latest round of fighting so far, including civilians. That's according to Gaza's health ministry. Israeli officials say more than 500 rockets have been fired from Gaza into Israel. CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio is following this story for us from London. Ramy, walk us through the latest. What sparked this latest barrage of attacks?
Sure, Vlad. Yeah, good to see you. These are tit-for-tat strikes back and forth that were triggered last week, Tuesday. That's after a prominent member of Islamic Jihad, the name of Hadar Adnan, died in Israeli custody. And he was on a hunger strike. He died after 87 days. And he was a man, a respected symbol of resistance against Israel. Right after his death, then, Islamic Jihad launched about 100 rockets there. You talk about 500, so 100 were just right there. A relative lull kicked in for a few days. And then just this past Tuesday, Israel's defense forces attacked Gaza, killing 3 Islamic Jihad commanders and about a dozen men, women, and children included. Most, if not all of those, were civilians. And then overnight, we now know Israel killed another commander, bringing that number to 4. His name, Ali Ghali, and he was responsible for overseeing those hundreds of rockets that had been fired at Israel. The fear here is that this will just continue to escalate.
Can you explain to us just who the Palestinian Islamic Jihad group is?
Yeah, well, for one, Henry, it's labeled as a terror organization by both the United States as well as the European Union. It's Gaza's second biggest such group, with Hamas being the biggest. And it was founded a little more than 40 years ago, in 1981. Now, what motivates this group is its belief, its unshakable belief that the land of Palestine is consecrated, is blessed specifically for Islam, and that Israel's existence is basically some kind of abomination. And that is where the core tenets come from that motivate this group. One is the rejection of a two-state solution, of course, Israel on one side, and then a future Palestinian state on the other. And the other tenet is nothing less than the destruction of Israel. And that is why it doesn't involve itself in politics, because then that would, of course, involve the recognition of other ideas, other parties, and potentially other compromises. But the Islamic Jihad group focuses solely on military confrontation, and that is exactly what we're seeing right now.
And yet, Ramy, they lob those missiles indiscriminately into Israel. If not for Israel's Iron Dome network, which protects the population as best as it can, there are oftentimes, as you know, having covered the region, there are oftentimes those rockets that do land on civilians and do injure and, in some cases, kill Israelis. So that needs to be considered. On one hand, you got the Israelis firing at military targets, they say, and the other, these rockets, which are imprecise, are just landing in or targeting neighborhoods.
Yeah, absolutely. And from what we understand, about 100 or so were shot down by Israel's Iron Dome. You know, there's also talk, though, hope, really, of a potential ceasefire. Egypt actually tried to broker a ceasefire, but right now, it really didn't last. It really went nowhere. Egyptian TV had announced that the government had brokered one, but that fell apart sometime into the early evening Wednesday. And calls for revenge, we know now, from Islamic Jihad are just really so fresh that a truce would really be quite surprising. And then we have Benjamin Netanyahu, right, the Israeli prime minister, last night, in an address, primetime television, implying that Israel would keep up the attacks. He said, in quotes, that this round is not over. We see you everywhere. You can't hide. And we choose the place and time to strike you. So much more tension moving forward. No one holding their breath that any kind of peace will be achieved anytime soon.
All right, Ramy, thank you very much.
Sure.